Okay, YouTube, all you members of Earth that are forced with threats of fear to submit to the banker's agenda through the legal language and the voluntary birth certificate. Here is a message that I am going to send to the Weld County Sheriff. Weld County about Weld. Well, I guess it's going to be Weld County. I'm going to send this to them. And I'm going to read it to you so you know what I'm sending to them. Right now I'm erasing one that I was going to send, a message that I was going to send to them. I revised it and I'll read it to you here in 1 second. So this is what I'm going to send to Weld County. United States citizens are required to have driver's license to travel on your roadways according to your governing entity. Because I don't know if it's a government or a corporation and they've hid that from us, so I'm just going to say governing entity. The birth certificate is a voluntary contract which turns you into a United States citizen. Common sense says you don't have to be a United States citizen that has to get a license to travel on your roadways. True or false? Will the truth set me free from your bankruptcy? Or is your bankruptcy going to use every means of fraud and injustice and coercion to control me as a free man? Will you force me to do commerce with your system that is giving you your paycheck if I travel in an automobile on the roadway you built on God's land without my consent? I am going to predict that you will use the attorneys who the Bible says, "Woe unto you lawyers, for you have hid the key of knowledge, and those that were entering in you hindered, and you entered not in yourselves," to finagle the legal language to try to force me into using threats and coercion to enter into voluntary commerce with your bankruptcy that has no rights. Truth is, your bankrupted jurisdiction is voluntary, and your legal language is sorcery that hides that fact. How long will your system continue in this manner? How long can you force people into your voluntary system of commerce who can't even afford it? So I'm going to copy paste this. I'm going to send it to Weld County and see what kind of a reaction I get. And I will let you know. I want this to be documented that I am sending this to them. So there, I'm going to paste it. What a small little box, huh? Submit query. Thank you for submitting a question to Weld County. During the week, typical runaround time is 24 hours. Questions submitted over the weekend will be answered in the next business day. If this is not soon enough, you may call 356-4000, extension 2500. Well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and call that. So this is going to be real interesting. It's 11 o'clock. They may not be in. 970-356-4000. Let's see what kind of a response we get.
Thank you for calling Weld County Government. Please listen carefully as the menu options have changed.
Extension 2500.
If you know the extension number of the person you are trying to reach, please enter it now. If this is an emergency...
So I'm going to read this to them. Yeah, Kevin? Yeah, Kevin. Question. United States citizens are required to have driver's license to travel on your roadways according to your governing entity. The birth certificate is a voluntary contract which turns you into a United States citizen. Common sense says you don't have to be a United States citizen that has to get a license to travel on your roadways. True or false?
Who am I speaking with?
Who are you?
Who am I speaking with?
Well, I'm sorry. I'm living according to the Constitution that establishes the government. So I established you. I think you're accountable to me first. Unless, of course, you're operating in some other jurisdiction other than the Constitution, I would think.
Would you like to provide me with your name?
Would you like to provide me with your name?
I did already.
Oh, what is it?
Kevin.
That's not enough. My name's Dwayne.
Dwayne, what can I help you with?
Did I just ask you a question?
No, you made a statement.
Yeah, and then I said true or false. Is that true or is that false? So that's the question.
Weld County Information Technical Support. Do you have a question along that line?
What line? Define technical support.
Hey, Dwayne, you have a great day, okay?
How can I have a great day when you're not answering my questions?